This is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
Becca here.
This is not America's Sweetheart, Davian. And
It's Billy Starks. And
the super fly guy, Trayvon Jordan.
This is the fly side flyer, Jalen Brandon.
Hardcore Princess, Jules Malone.
Hi there, this is the Bubblegum Princess, Alexia Nicole.
This is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy Jane.
This is the baddest black belt, Chennai Kai.
This is Kid Bandit.
The smash hit Joel Bateman.
This is Robin Renegade.
Cody Hawk.
Brutal Bob Evans. And you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
This is Sammi Chaos, and you're listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, hello, and welcome to the show with Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today, interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Pod. I am, of course, your host, James J, and it is a great day for wrestling because we are wrestling with Sammi Chaos.
Hello. I think I'm going to have you announce me from now on for everything.
Hey, if you pay for my flight, I'll gladly do it.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. How are you? How is Miss Chaos?
Miss Chaos is good. Miss Chaos is good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little bit, as you can hear, I'm a little bit nasally, fighting some sinuses at the moment. But of course, it's not about me. Where can we find you next?
On Wednesday, April 12th, I will be at Battle Club Pro with Miss Jessica Havoc, a dream match of mine. So that's my next hurdle. I'm super excited for it.
Alright, and where can we find all things Sammi Chaos on social media and merchandise?
Instagram and Twitter. My handles are at Real Sammi Chaos. And on my Instagram, I have a link tree with my merch, dates, everything like that. So definitely check me out there.
Perfect. And you don't even have to go looking for it. All of the links to all of her social media and her merchandise will be in the description of the video below for our YouTube and Castbox. Alright, let's get into it. You work for WCW Battle Club and CCW. Can you tell us about your relationship with those companies?
Well, Battle Club is my home. I started training out of their school, Fallout Shelter, and they're my family. So definitely check them out, all their shows. And then CCW, I actually just debuted for them a couple of weeks ago. With I was in a tag match with Miss Caitlin Marie.
Yes.
So that was a lot of fun. That was a really good group of girls to be around. So that was a good experience.
You're training in a Battle Club. You're training under Mike Law and Masha, right?
Yes. Yep. Mike Law, Masha, Steve Pena, and Jorge Santi.
That's a lot of very different and very strong personalities.
Yes. Yes, strong personalities is a perfect way to put it.
Yeah, having spoken to at least two of them, Masha and Mike. Interesting personalities for sure.
Yes, they're great. I love learning from all four of them have all different styles. So it's really beneficial to anyone that goes to the Fallout Shelter. So you get a little piece of everything.
And isn't that like a great way to learn, to just not learn like one style or ideology, but many different ones?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, everyone should be well-rounded. As Mike Law would say, different flavors of ice cream. So
That's
It's
not
been fun.
that's not the first time I've heard that on the show. That being said, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
So this is super controversial, and a lot of people are gonna hate me, but it's mint chocolate chip. So
You know, it seems like a popular flavor and yet controversial at the same time.
everyone tells me that I must love the taste of toothpaste and all that stuff. I'm like, listen, I like what I like. Leave me alone.
Alright. You mentioned that as of this recording, you'll be wrestling Jessica Havoc later today, technically.
hmm
Could you tell us about going into this match, and how you're preparing for honestly one of the biggest matches of your career so far?
Yeah, I mean, um, Jessica Havoc is one of my, I'm not going to say mentors, but I've watched Jessica Havoc so much, and I love emulating, her style. So when I was told that, I was actually getting a dream match of mine, I freaked out a little bit. But going into this match, it's definitely one that I need to be mentally prepared for as well as physically prepared for. So
Right.
it's going to be hard hitting, and we're just going to have a lot of fun.
What do you want to show Jessica in this upcoming match?
I'd love to show her that I belong in a ring with her, with someone of her caliber. I'm even honored that she's willing to step in the ring with me. So it's definitely a prove myself type of match.
No, correct me if I'm wrong, but she gave you advice early on in your career, no?
She gave me advice where? I'm sorry.
She gave you advice early on in your career.
She did, yes. When Masha was at Impact in Albany a few months ago, me and a couple of the other people that train at the Fallout Shelter, we got to meet, a couple of her Impact friends. And, I mean, Jessica Havoc was one of them, and, we went up to her, and she was more than happy to, answer any questions that we had, and she just made us feel super welcome, and, she was great.
The show in Albany, was that Bound for Glory?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Still feel Monster should have won that, but that's a whole other debate.
I know, that's that's a whole other conversation.
That's a whole other
I feel that way too.
Yeah. Bought the whole pay preview to see Monster win the title. Didn't happen. But I digress. um, let's throw it back to CCW. You actually pulled double duty at that event, the Battle of the Thrones. You did the tag match against Ultraviolet and Nikki Duke, and then you was in the Battle Royal as well.
Yes. Yes, that was fun. I've trained with Nikki Duke a little bit, so being in the ring with her was fun, and Ultraviolet was great. I would definitely love to meet them in a singles match one day. The battle royal was unfortunate because I got thrown over the top rope, so
Right.
so
But
I'll have my day.
CCW arguably is one of the bigger, I don't want to say women's promotion, but one of the bigger promotions out there today, and it's even collecting more steam as we go.
Yes.
So what does it mean to you to be a part of an event in a show like that, especially being all female?
I was very happy that Marcelo sought me out and asked me to be a part of it. It was a great locker room to be a part of. Just a great group of women to just bounce ideas off of, to learn from. And yeah, I loved being a part of it. I loved every minute of it, even losing, you know.
Oh, now, you and Caitlin Marie were supposed to wrestle the Renegade Twins, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
When did you find out that you were not, if the match had changed?
We found out I think it was maybe like a couple hours beforehand.
Oh, wow. So hours.
Yeah, I think they couldn't make it with their flight, something like that. But hey, Nikki Duke and Ultraviolet, they brought it to us clearly. So.
But how do you prepare for, a quick change like that? Hours notice.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to be able to be flexible and, kind of just switch gears and have a game plan. Me and Caitlin Marie, talked about it. We got a different plan together than, what we had against the Renegade Twins. And, we just kind of put our best foot forward.
Okay. And can you tell us about Caitlin Marie? Because you're not exactly a tag team together or a tag team wrestler. But if you ask me who was the tag team before, prior to that match, I would definitely say it was you and her.
Yeah, I've only tagged a couple of times. I don't work well with others, but me and her, we did have good chemistry. She was pushy. She loved to tell me what to do. But I would definitely love to tag with Caitlin Marie again and make sure we actually win this time. So yeah, I mean, it was fun, and I hadn't met Caitlin Marie before that, so I liked being thrown together with somebody and actually having good chemistry come out of it.
That's crazy to say that you really met her that day, because it seemed like you knew each other just the way that you communicated in that ring. I mean,
yeah,
mainly it was her just yelling.
Right, it was her yelling orders at me, so I don't know. We have to have a side conversation about that. But yeah, no. Other than that, and other than the losing part, we worked well together.
Yeah. So hopefully, we'll see you at CCW. I know that they have an upcoming event on the 15th as well.
Yes, that card is stacked. I'm actually very excited to be a spectator for that show.
Definitely. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You started training pre-pandemic, correct?
I did, yes.
So when did you start training, and when did the pandemic hit?
I started training on Valentine's Day of 2020.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yep. And then the world kind of fell apart about a month later.
I was going to say you got a solid month.
Exactly. It was exactly a solid month. So yeah, I was like, oh, is this, an omen of how my career is going to go? Like, do I just quit while I'm ahead? But no, it's funny because the month that I was training, I was able to network and meet enough people to kind of keep me going throughout the pandemic. So I just kept at it, and here we are.
Do you feel like, the pandemic was it a hindrance or a benefit to where you had more time, or to get ready for an in-ring debut, or was it more or less, I can't do what I want to do because of this?
Kind of both, I guess. It definitely put a little bit of a hindrance being able to train in a traditional setting. I did a lot of, YouTube videos where, learning how to do certain things on my own. And, I made friends along the way where they taught me how to do things, outside of a ring. But, definitely finding the fallout shelter was like a blessing, because as soon as I got in the ring, I was like, all right, like, let's do this. Let's kick this into gear.
Alright. I think it is once again time for that segment. Sammi Chaos' Bizarre Adventure. You're a pro wrestler that goes up and down the roads and weird, crazy, and bizarre things are bound to happen. Can you tell us a road story that fits that description?
I haven't been able to go on too many road trips yet, so I'm gonna have to circle back on that one. You're gonna have me back again when I have more road stories for you.
Fair enough. But have you had any weird, interesting, bizarre experiences just in pro wrestling?
I mean, pro wrestling is a weird and bizarre place on its own. It's a bizarre, beautiful place. I don't think I've had anything super crazy that stands out in my mind yet. I've just met a lot of very colorful people that just are very vibrant. So right now it's just everybody is just bizarre and I love it.
Alright, fair enough. Alright. Can you tell us about competing in the Ink cover girl shorts?
Sure. So ever since I was like 13 years old, I've wanted to be covered head to toe in tattoos. And that body blueprint is going well. But like growing up and even still, I mean, it's more now, but you don't see a lot of models, like tattooed models that look like me, or I didn't, when I was growing up.
Right.
So, it's something that I wanted to, just pursue to see if I could get it. And I don't know, I think I'd want to inspire other, young girls that look like me, that, have a lot of tattoos, that don't necessarily fit a certain mold. That they could literally do anything that they wanted to do and, not be discouraged. So that was my goal. I made it to third, so, I'll take that with me.
I mean, that's a pretty respectable number. Third out of, I don't know how many competed.
Yeah, out of a lot. So, I was like, you know what? I'll take that as a win.
For sure. Speaking of tattoos, is there any tattoo that you have that has significant or special meaning to you?
I have a couple of like matching tattoos with friends. That, to me that means a lot. But other than that, it's pretty much like just I'm a coloring book now. So
Well, which one was the longest to get?
Ooh. Well, my arm sleeve took probably over a year.
Oh, wow.
Going back probably about like 6 or 7 different sessions. But for sitting straight through, I have a portrait of Christina Ricci as Wednesday Addams on my leg. So that probably I sat the longest for. It was probably like 6-ish hours.
Wow.
So, yeah.
What are you looking forward to getting next?
I don't know. That's a good question. There's always something.
Is it just like, okay, I have this in my head, I'm going to do it when I get the time? Or is it just, okay, I'm just going to go to the parlor and whatever looks interesting I'll just get?
It's definitely both. I've definitely been like, hey, I'm bored. I'm going to go get a tattoo today. But I definitely have, pictures and ideas, filling up my phone that I need to get to. So hopefully soon.
What was that, that I'm bored, I'm going to just get this tattoo that you have currently?
Oh, let me pick one.
That impulse tattoo.
An impulse tattoo. I have a lightning bolt on my thumb that I was literally just having a bad day at work, and I was like, you know what? I need some serotonin in my brain. So I went and just got a lightning bolt on my thumb. It's crazy. I have a flaming heart that, I woke up on a Saturday morning and I was like, hey, we're going to do this today.
Sweet.
So, yeah, why not?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You have a background in basketball. Could you tell us about that experience and how it may have helped you in your pro wrestling career?
Yeah, I come from a big basketball family. So my whole dad's side of the family, everyone is like 6'3" and taller. I had a cousin that played overseas, pro. Yeah, so everyone's super into basketball. I played basketball from elementary school up into a little bit of college. So it's fun. I don't know if basketball even prepared me for pro wrestling because the amount of, you would think the amount of cardio would have helped, but pro wrestling is just so different. It's different breathing, different everything. But I think coming from an athletic background, it helped a little bit because you have a little bit of muscle memory.
Right.
But I'll run up and down a court, but running ropes is completely different. So I still love basketball though. That's my sport.
Considering how long you've played basketball, did you ever consider that as, a career or going pro?
Yeah, I mean that was always kind of a dream. You had to get into a D1 college and all that fun stuff, a clearinghouse, and I guess when I was graduating high school, I just couldn't be bothered. I was just like, no, we're just gonna go to a state school and have fun. And I was good, but I don't know if I was WNBA good. So.
Fair enough. Who's your team?
I am a Knicks and Celtics fan.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alright. Can you tell us about the Wednesday Addams attire?
Yes. At a Fallout Shelter show, we had a Halloween show, and I guess we could say I'm a little obsessed with the Addams family and the whole aesthetic of, the Addams family.
I didn't notice.
And I don't give that off at all. So, I was like, well, this is who I'm gonna be today. We're Wednesday Addams, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoy playing other characters that are not myself sometimes. So that was fun.
I mean, it's interesting you say that because going into the match with Jessica Havoc, my first thought was, well, are you wrestling Jessica Havoc or are you wrestling Jessica?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I was gonna put out, calling out, Havoc Death Machine and not Jessica. Like, I don't want to get sick. I want the Havoc Death Machine because I'm looking for a hard hitting match. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see who shows up.
Oh, so we're not sure which Jessica is coming out.
Nope. We're all gonna find out together.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting you said you like to play, other characters. Will we see new versions of Sammi Chaos in the future?
I'm sure. I mean, even as people, we're always evolving, right? We're always taking on different forms. So I'm sure Sammi Chaos will take different forms as her career progresses.
So a Morticia attire soon.
Exactly. I mean, Wednesday Addams will go to Morticia, Cousin It. Listen, the sky is the limit.
Can you tell us about Gertrude?
Oh, yes. So she was part of my Wednesday Addams attire. And, I really only meant to just have her for a Halloween show. And then, all of my peers.
Oh, hello?
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
What you said was all of my peers.
Okay. All of my peers kind of like that I just had this creepy doll, and they took it upon themselves to name her. And now I have a little mascot with me that I'm going to start bringing out. So she has a time and a place.
Interesting. Where'd you actually get the doll, though?
I got her at a Halloween store.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. Now, in the match where you wore the Wednesday Adam attire, I believe you were against Speigel.
Yes.
Can you tell us about Speigel? Because it seems like it's a love-hate relationship. She loves you, and you hate her.
Right. You took the words right out of my mouth. She just really wants to be my friend, and I can't be bothered. I'm not looking to be anybody's friend. We're rivals at this point. And I mean, I don't know if you have younger siblings, but she gives off just little annoying sister energy to me. And she just keeps trying to be my friend, and I'm not with it. So she can try all day.
What if it seems like it's just she wants friendship, but what if she wanted to be your tag partner?
I don't know. That's a different road to go down. I don't know if I could trust her.
Well, I mean, it seems like she can't trust you at this point.
Listen, she got to stop trying. No end game here.
Well, I mean, you did mention you do have siblings. If they did want to go into pro wrestling, would you be the supportive sister, or would you be the Roman Reigns fallen line Uce sister?
Well, I am the middle child between two boys, so I'd be super supportive, or else I'll get beat up. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm super supportive of anyone doing anything that they want to do. So if I see one of my brothers wanting to do pro wrestling, I think that would be awesome.
So basically, you're the cream in part of the cookie part.
Exactly. Yep, I'm sandwiched in between. Yep.
Alright. Can you tell us about your love of Tank Girl?
Yeah, I got into Tank Girl when that movie that everybody hates came out.
Okay.
Everyone, and it's funny because I didn't know that people hated that movie until I became an adult. Um, but yeah, I remember seeing it and I was like, I don't know if this is weird or not, but like, I want to be her. And, I'm sure that alarmed my parents a little bit. But, and then I found, the comics. So I have, a bunch of comics, Tank Girl comics at home. And I just love her grit and just her inappropriateness. I just love everything about it, like the post-apocalyptic type feel. I don't know. It's grimy. It's awesome.
Do you have the comic books? Do you have like the special editions or the more rare ones?
I don't. I'm on a mission though to find more. So I haven't been to a comic book shop in a little bit, but anytime I come across them, like, I always try to snag them.
Is there like a specific like one that's like your the Amazing Fantasy 1 type?
Not really. I'm greedy. I just want them all and I love all of them. I'm super greedy and selfish like that.
Oh enough. Which one has been like your favorite story or arc?
Hmm.
Wow, I did not think that was going to be the stump question. Oh, hello. Yeah. Good.
I know you wouldn't. I mean, the way of Tank Girl, I guess, is probably one of my favorites. But I don't know. That's a tough one.
Well, considering your love of Tank Girl, will we see ring gear inspired by Tank Girl?
I would love to do that. It's funny because I wanted to do a whole tank thing, and then Shotzi did a whole tank thing. And I'm like, you know what? Back to the drawing board. We're gonna do something else.
She was she liked Tank Girl a little bit before you did.
I know. I was like, you see, you have an idea, you got to jump on it because someone else is coming up behind you. So, hopefully in the future, though.
Definitely. Is there other comic books you collect or into?
Not really comic books. I'm super into like Star Wars, and like horror movies. So, I think the only comics that I have are pretty much just Tank Girl at this point.
Well, you mentioned Star Wars. Which one's your favorite? And do you watch them from 1, 2, 3, 4, or do you go 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3?
I'm a return girl. So I'm gonna sound like a snob, but the original movies, however you decide to count those those are my movies. Like I try to watch, the ones that they came out with, even the shows that they came out with. I don't know. To me, it's like kind of let something lie type of deal.
So you
Yeah.
you don't even like the prequels, the
Yeah, I try, but I'm super annoying like that where I'm just like, well, this isn't like the original, so this sucks. Yeah, so not many of my friends agree with me, and that's totally fine.
Well, I'm personally okay with the first three, but
Mhm.
7, 8, and 9, I'm no.
Yeah. To me, it's like, just let something be.
But have you seen the animated one, the Clone Wars?
The animated one I have seen, which that's not bad, but for me, when they like keep trying to just continue on a story type deal, and it's just
It drags.
it gets to me too much. I'm like, all right, we get it.
That's fair enough, because there were a couple of stories that just dragged on that I was like, I can skip
Yeah,
this.
right, exactly. It's like, we don't need this.
I believe there was one with Jar Jar Binks, and I was like, no.
Right. It's like, all right, enough. You're done.
Yeah.
Where did he come from?
But I mean, if it had Cad Bane in it, Mandalorians, or Darth Maul, I was all in.
Darth Maul is cool. Just anytime I see his face, I think of Insidious. But I mean, it's not that I hate them. I'm just rolling my eyes at them. Just know, wherever I am, I'm rolling my eyes at them.
Well, I mean, I'm a big Darth Maul fan. As of right now, I literally have the real lightsaber of Darth Maul, the
Oh, really?
connected to each other, displayed in my room. So
See, that's cool, though. That's cool. But see, the hardware from the movies, that's cool.
yes, I definitely like the hardware. There was a lot of cool shit that they made.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That I agree with.
What about the Mandalorian? You don't like the? Have you seen that?
I saw the first. I don't even know what season they're on now.
3.
Yes, I saw the first season, so I'm behind.
You don't even know Baby
But
Yoda's name.
I mean, I know it because I've seen memes, and I'm like, okay, Baby Yoda, and everyone's like, that's not his name. I'm like, well, that's who he is to me. That is Baby Yoda all the way, and I don't want to hear it.
So you're behind on the Mandalorian. Oh, you went out again. Yep. Now we have.
Am I back?
Yes.
Oh no, now there's 2 of me. All right. Yes, I'm a little behind though.
Okay. All right. Now you tell me. Are you a fan of the Disney Channel animation Recess?
Yes, I used to watch growing up all the time. So I love, being Spinelli all the time.
I mean,
Yes.
seeing that, I kind of popped, because I haven't seen it in quite some time, but like I still remember it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's funny what like we won't remember until we see like an image or, even a clip, and I'm like, oh my god, like I haven't even thought about this in years.
Right. I remember the
Mm-hmm.
Spinelli episode where she said "Mama" and how that was a big thing, big thing.
Right, exactly. And yeah, I mean, I go to my, my day job, which is in a office, and I cosplay myself as Spinelli. So yeah.
And probably nobody even knows it.
Exactly. I was like, you know what? I know it, so that's enough for me.
Yeah. And best best quote from that show: "Tattletale, get your head stuck in a garbage pail."
See, you got to put that on a shirt now. So.
Oh, alright, now I have to make designs.
Mm-hmm. You got to get the merch going.
Yes, gotta get that much going. Alright, I think it's time for the colossal question.
Ooh.
They decided to make a movie about Sammi Chaos. It's a big production, big producers lined up to do it. Every movie has a soundtrack. what would be the first three songs on the Sammi Chaos wrestling career soundtrack?
The first one would be Hearts on Fire from. Honestly, I'm gonna just rip off the Rocky IV soundtrack.
Okay. Okay.
Because I'm a huge Rocky IV fan.
Just put copy and paste.
Honestly, so it's like, all right, cool. Just you can put it in a different order, I guess. The Rocky IV soundtrack, I would just have that across the span of my entire life. That, and I'm going to say, I'm a big Lady Gaga fan too. Okay. So we'll put Born This Way on there as well.
Sweet.
Yes.
You got one more?
One more. We're gonna say Ricky Martin's "Livin' La Vida Loca."
Oh, cool. All right. So we got "Livin' La Vida Loca," "Born This Way," and then the entire Rocky IV soundtrack.
Correct. Playing all at the same time. Yes.
What do you feel about when CM Punk said that he's never seen Rocky?
I took that personally. You know, we can leave like Rocky 3 out. No one cares about that one. But like, you're telling me you've never seen any? Like, come on. What a great cinematic adventure to go on.
You're like, we can't be friends now. Great.
I know. I'm like, I didn't really want to be friends with you to begin with, but like now you've signed, sealed. That's it. We're done.
All right.
We're done.
Now that we have the soundtrack down, we're writing the script. It's time for casting. Who plays Sammi Chaos?
Who plays Sammi Chaos? Oof. Wow. Who plays Sammi Chaos? I'm gonna flatter myself here. And I'm gonna say, what's her name? Ruby Rose.
Oh, yeah.
Is that her name? Yeah, I'm gonna flatter myself a lot and say Ruby Rose. She's got to bulk up a little bit, but yeah, Ruby Rose, because obviously, who else? Come on.
No, that's a solid choice.
On it, like, come on now.
Alright, now that we got you casted, who would be 3 people in your movie and who would play them?
Oh, wow. Who would be in my movie? Oh, wow. Man, I should have been prepared for these questions. Alright, so if Spice, I guess, has to be in the movie.
Okay.
I guess. She would be played by... This is a weird question. Does it have to be an actual actor or actress?
It could be whoever you want.
Whoever I want. Alright. Spice would be played by... Oof.
If you need time to think, I think you may have went out.
You hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, my God, I'm shuffling through like actresses and actors in my head here. Let's see.
If you need some time to think, we could come back to the question.
Okay, let's come back to it.
Well, we're not going to make it any easier on you. The most controversial question of all time. Pineapple on pizza. What's your stance?
I think people need to relax and let people enjoy whatever they want to enjoy. I don't mind it. I don't actively seek it out or order it per se. But see, my favorite food is pizza. So if that's my option, man, listen. I'm not a fan of like the whole like ham with pineapple on the pizza, but if like there's a little bit of pineapple, I mean, listen. There are worse things.
It's interesting you bring up the ham because Masha was pro pineapple, but if once you put ham onto a pineapple pizza, it was now we have to fight.
Yes, I don't know what it is. Like the combination, it's just like I'm offended once again. Like it's very strange. I don't know. Like whoever actually orders that stuff, I'd like to have a conversation. Yeah, it's weird, but I mean, yeah, a little pineapple's all right. I mean, have you had salad pizza? That is ridiculous.
That seems counterproductive if you ask
I
me.
know. It's like I'm trying to be healthy, so I'll get lettuce on my salad. Like, what are we actually doing? So,
What's your spirit Pokemon?
my spirit Pokemon is I'm gonna say Jigglypuff.
Sweet. We love the late great Tracy Smothers on the show. Do you know the acronym for Doug? THUG.
I don't.
T is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for ugly, and G is for jail, because a Doug can't spell. Mike
Well,
Law,
now I have to, I have to use that in my everyday life now.
Mike Law's not teaching them the right things at that school.
I know, really, that has to be added to the curriculum, clearly.
Yes, a Tracy
But-
Smother curriculum.
That is so funny.
Yes, but we love Tracy trying to keep the memory alive.
All right.
Alright, have you thought of who will play Spice Speigel?
All right, we're going to skip Spice. We're going to go Mike Law. He would be played by, obviously, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Obviously.
Obviously. We're going to do Masha. Would be played by, I don't know her name.
What was she?
What? She was in Deadpool. She was the X-Men that was in Deadpool, though, with
The Nova
Colossus.
Rocket badass chick.
Yes, I don't know her name, but that's who would play Masha.
Okay.
And I mean, Spice is going to be played by the actress that played the Good Witch in Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, this is sounding like an incredible movie.
Listen, you pair that with the soundtrack that I gave you, gold. It's gold.
Pre-order the tickets now.
Right, exactly. You don't want to miss this.
Now, the weirdest question you'll ever be asked on a wrestling interview, hopefully, would you ever consider wrestling a rock? Not Dwayne Johnson, not the country, an actual rock.
You know, if the money's right, absolutely I would. But see who's going over. I feel like, do I have to take the pin to The Rock?
Yes, the Rock is going over.
Oh my goodness, listen. Ugh. You know what, I'll do it for the fans. I'll do it for them.
Well, just for context, there's this wrestler named Psycho Mike that wrestled in actual rock for over 15 minutes in a Tungsten Man match. An Iron
That
Man match
is.
that lasted for 2 weeks.
Whoa.
Yes. And
I don't know whether or not to say that's impressive. My goodness.
well, he did not win the match, so he'd probably say no.
Right.
Yep. It was they tied, but The Rock was the champion, so he retained.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yes.
Gotta cut a good promo on that Rock.
Alright. On a more serious note, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I hope I'm still wrestling. I hope that I have reached some sort of national platform. Yeah, I just hope I'm still doing this and loving it.
Awesome. And what is a match people should go out of their way to see that best shows off what Sammi Chaos is all about?
You guys are not going to want to miss me versus Jessica Havoc.
Will that be on YouTube after?
Yeah, it'll be on Title Match Network, and then they usually release on YouTube afterwards. So, once it comes out, I'm going to be clipping it and, advertising the crap out of it. So, yes.
Alright, well, until that match comes out, is there something we can find on YouTube right now?
Yes, you can search Sammi Chaos versus Ruthless Lala.
Okay.
So that was a fun match at IFC. Yes, that was hard hitting. So that's a good one to watch.
And I will go into the archives of YouTube to find that match and put the link of that match in the description of the video below on YouTube and Castbox for anybody that hasn't seen it, wants to re-see it after this interview.
Yes.
And since we are nearing the conclusion of this interview, we are wrestling with the 8 questions of doom.
Uh-oh.
This is our speed round, our bonus round, the round where we see who you really are. Are you ready?
Uh-oh, I guess so.
Excluding yourself, greatest wrestler of all time.
Oh my god. I'm gonna say Vader because he's my favorite.
Worst wrestler.
Oh no. Oh my god, that's awful. Spice because she's annoying.
You're main eventing WrestleMania for the World Championship. Who is your opponent?
Masha.
Sweet. If you could come out to anyone's entrance music, past or present, who would it be?
Brock Lesnar.
It's amazing how he's never changed his music and it still works today.
I know, I love it. I get so hyped.
Yeah. Finish the sentence. Kayfabe is...
Ooh, kayfabe is still alive.
He would have also accepted taste great on toast. Squash. Vegetable or fruit?
Oh, vegetable?
It's a fruit.
Stop it.
Yes. Tomato logic.
Oh my god. I've been lied to. Okay. My whole life. A lie.
Well, you're part of Squash Squad now, and that means a hell of a lot more. New Japan wrestler Taichi, his ring gear gets smaller every year, revealing more of himself to the world. My question, what is the appropriate trunks to butt cheek ratio for ring gear?
There isn't one. You could go out there in a sack. It's all good. However breezy you want to feel.
And the last question, the main event, the thing everybody wants to know. Have you ever had a conversation with a stranger in a supermarket about Darby Allin?
Oh, I haven't had the pleasure yet.
So that's a no.
That's a no.
And that's the correct answer.
Oh my God! What did he win? What did she win?
What you win? That you were on Wrestling with Entertainment.
Amazing! I'll take it.
Thank you so much for coming on and doing this with me.
Thank you for having me. It was fun.
Absolutely. And once again, where can we find all things Sammi Chaos?
Twitter and Instagram, it's at Real Sammi Chaos. So please follow me, look me up, stalk me, do it.
And where can we find merchandise?
I have my link tree. It's teespring.com, but it's in my link tree, the actual link for my merch. So.
Right. And there's no need to type it into your Google machine. Simply go into the description of the video below, both on YouTube and Castbox, and click the link. A new tab will appear on whatever device you are on. You have no excuse. Buy a damn shirt.
Exactly. When I walk through the curtains, I want to see my face on your chest. Let's go.
And if you're not at the event, just take a picture and tag her on Twitter and or Instagram.
Yes.
You want to get that Sammi more out.
That's right.
All right. Of course, if you like what, first and foremost, thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, vote on YouTube and Castbox. Of course, this was sponsored by World Energy and Pale Coffee. Join us hopefully Tuesday for a new interview. Definitely on a new interview on Wednesday. And follow us on Twitter at Wrestling with E for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. And on Instagram at Wrestling with E as well. You can follow me personally at JamesJ993. Alright, Sammi, when I say wrestling with, you say entertain, okay?
Alright.
For always special guest Sammi Chaos, Kaliko Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with
Entertainment.
And we are.
Awesome.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
I had fun. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Just reiterate, this is coming out on the 12th. If you could just give us a retweet, that would be greatly appreciated.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you again. It was a
pleasure. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
Thanks.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.